Hello, I'm Bright. I've invested and helped people invest over 300 million naira into the Nigerian real estate market. And today I'm going to be telling you 3 top things you can invest in real estate for below 5 million. Number 1 is buying land. Buying land is like the most common ways you can invest in real estate. Everybody wants to buy land. By the time you open your WhatsApp, you go online, everybody's like, there's this new land, this place, there's that land, that place that you have to buy. Sango Tedo, Ibejuleki, Aja, Lekki, Yaba, Ikeja, Ogun State, everywhere there's land to buy. Now, one of the strategies that you use when you have 5 million naira and you want to invest in land is buying and holding. So usually you buy land in developing areas, hold it, and then after some years you sell. Now it's not going to work if you're buying land in an already developed place. So if you are buying land like Yaba, the rate at which the prices increase is not that high. If you buy a piece of land now in Yaba for like 40 million, maybe in 5 years it might be 45. Yeah, it's serious, significant. But if you take the same amount, you take like 5 million naira, you buy like 3 plots in Ibejuleki, Ekpe, especially Ibejuleki. If you can see in Sango Tedo also, that can work. You buy in Ibejuleki or Sango Tedo, buy a couple of plots. I see a lot of them for like 980, 800, 1 million, 2 million. Buy like a plot or 2 or 3 plots depending on where you are buying. You give it some years, usually 5, 6, 7 years, 4 years. When this land has appreciated, then you sell it back. So the land you bought for like $1 million, by the time you'll be selling it, you'll be selling maybe for 10, 15, 20 million. Sometimes you can even do it in a 2-month period, a fast hold where you buy the land like today, and because of their increasing price in like a month or 2 months time, so you buy, then later you sell off in like 3 months time and make maybe 20% increase, 30% increase, depending. But it's one of the best ways of investing 5 million naira in real estate through lands. Another way you can invest is through direct cash investment. Now this is when you take cash, usually about 500k, 200, 100, even I've seen it as low as 20k. You invest with a real estate firm. Now you invest with them, they give you a guaranteed income that okay, in 6 months, in 1 year, in 2 years, we are going to give you this amount of money. So it's a way of leveraging on the expertise of other people. Okay, you don't have the money to start going on your own to invest. You don't have the money to start trying to get those investments yourself, trying to do those things yourself. You want to give to someone else to invest for you. And then they are going to invest in real estate. Because I genuinely am a big fan of real estate because it's safe. It's not the one with the highest return. Like those forex guys are giving one of the returns, crazy returns that I've seen. But it comes with high risk too. But it's the safest, so you know that okay, if you put your money in real estate, it's guaranteed. I was talking to someone yesterday and I was telling him that why we stick to real estate is we are sure that we will not lose all our money. Worst case scenario, we know okay, we didn't make as much profit as we're supposed to, but the property is there. So there's nothing, you can't wake up the next morning and it's gone, it disappeared. Your property is still there, and then you can easily liquidate, and then you can use get loan and all those things. So what this direct cash investment talks about, there are different companies that run it. We run it, I think ours minimum investment is 500k for the one we run. There's another company, My Invest, they also run the same thing, but theirs, what's amazing about theirs is you can go for as low as 20,000 naira. So you can invest in real estate for 20,000 naira. So they call it's investing in bits. So your money is not, when you have money that is not enough to invest in a real estate property on its own, you just take that part that you have, they bring other investors, you contribute and invest in a property. The good thing about this is it's guaranteed. So there's no story. You don't bear any of the risk. All the risk will be bared by the company. So if you are putting in 1 million, it's guaranteed that at the end of the year, if it's a year plan, at the end of the year, like we give 40% currently as at now. The rate changes for us. We are constantly changing the rate depending on the project we are working on. As at today that I'm making this video, I'm talking to you, the rate is currently at 40%. So you invest like 500k, you get 40% in a year. Invest, so by the time you invest 1 million naira, you get like 1.4. Now for my invest, what they give 25. Yes, I'm not 100% sure of that. When I'm making this video, they give 25. But what's the beautiful thing about theirs is you can invest as low as 20k. So you have 100k, and then you can buy multiple slots. So if you want to invest 5 million, you can still invest with them. Same thing with us. Our minimum is 500k, but if you have 20 million, you can still invest with us. And a year you get 40%. So it's a guaranteed way of investing. It's not so common. It's not as common as land is, but it's very unique. It's worth it 100%, and it's one of the best ways you can invest if you have below 5 million naira. So the next investment is my personal favorite. In fact, I love it. It's where I'm very hyper focused on, is Longlist. Now, one of the beauty of Longlist is cash flow. I'm a big fan of getting money regularly. One of the major things I preach, if you follow my videos and read any of my books, I majorly preach being able to make money while you no longer have to work actively. They call it passive income. It's called passive income, where you don't have to do active work, but from time to time you keep getting money. That's why I'm very obsessive about rental real estate. So now, Longlist, let me introduce you to the idea of Longlist. Longlist is about rental real estate. Longlist is where you're able to get a piece of property in an urban area for a cheap price. Now, normally, if you want to get a house in Lekki, you want to buy a property in Lekki, now you invest like 50 million naira to get a nice 4-bedroom duplex, 50 million, and every year you are getting 3 million naira. Now, if you want to do the same thing in Yaba to get a whole house, the cheapest you can see is about 40 million. So if you want to become a landlord, to be collecting rent, not just buying land and the land is just there doing nothing for you, you are collecting rent every year, you should have about 40 million. If you now take your 10 million, you say, okay, you want to do a low budget, you take 10 million, you have to go to an area where they don't have high demand for the property. I think I was talking to a friend, she was telling me about how she wants to start building somewhere around Ogun State. Your project will take her cost her 10 million to get the land, build the house, do everything. But where I had a problem with is, at the end of the day, the rental value of the house is about 300k. So you put in 10 million and you only get about 250, 300k every year for a whole house, a whole plot. So because of that, we created a new system. It's called Longlist. Longlist is where you lease a property for 10, 15, 20, up to 30 years for a cheaper amount, and then you keep getting the rental value. For example, now there is one that is available as at now, as I'm making this video today. The price is 3.5, but we're running a promo on it for 3 million. 3 million. Now for 3 million, you invest into a property, you become the landlord of that house. You're going to be the landlord for 20 years. So 3 million, you own the house for 20 years, and every year you'll be getting 500,000 every year. Now let's imagine you have 6 million naira and you put into that property, you'll be getting 1 million. So you put in 6 million, you'll be getting 1 million every year for the next 20 years. Now, why this is so amazing is, you know how money works. If you have 1 million, not everybody has very strong discipline with money. If you have 1 million and you have 10 million, if you've noticed, they usually finish the same way. You put in 1 million, after a while it will still finish. So what this does for you is to create more time where you don't have to go to work to make money. So you know that, okay, this year, I go to work, I don't go to work, I'm expecting 1 million naira. I go to work, I don't go to work, I'm expecting 5 million naira. I go to work, I don't go to work, I'm expecting 6 million naira. That's what passive income is about. That's what rental real estate is about. And Longlist is a way of creating it for a cheaper class, cheaper version of it. So you can invest for 3 million. There are properties for 3 million, 3.5, 4 million, 4.5. I think we have a one bedroom now that is still selling for 4.8 as of now. The actual price is about 5.3, but due to the 500k discount promo that we're running, it's still going for 4.8. So you invest 4.8 and yearly you get 750. And the beautiful thing, the most amazing thing about this is The rental price is not fixed. Let me explain. Currently, the rental value is 500k for the studio apartment, but in 3 years' time, it's most likely going to increase to 600k. In 5 years' time, maybe 650. 6 years' time, so in like 10 years, you are looking at almost double the money you are collecting now. So you might be collecting in 10 years, you can be collecting close to 1 million already. That's the beauty of rental real estate. And the thing is, no matter what happens, you will get your rent. This pandemic was one big example of that. Everybody, almost every business was shut down, but people were asked to stay in their houses. I like that thing got me so excited. Like, the cure to COVID as at today is stay at home as much as possible. Stay in your real estate property. Do you know how rich landlords will get? Every landlord is still collecting rent. People are staying in their homes. You're rich. No matter what happens, they are saying people are going to stop paying for rent in the offices because everybody is now working from home. Guess who is making more money? The landlord. The landlord of the rental property they are living in. So more and more people are opting in for long lease. More and more people are going for long lease because of cash flow. Why this is a little bit better than land is with land, see my problem with clients and land, they are usually not patient to reap the fruit of their labor. You put in 5 million in a land, you're supposed to make your money like 6 years or 5 years when to appreciate significantly. But the problem is you have an urgent need. You have an urgent need you want to face, so you have to sell your land at discount price just so that you can face your urgent need. But with cash flow real estate, like the long lease, you don't have to. You know that, okay, by December, I'm expecting rent. By November, I'm expecting rent. And you can also sell off your lease. I had a client that did it. He bought for about 2 million. So 2 years later, after collecting 2 years rent, he still sold it for 2 million. So the money collected for rent for those 2 years was profit for him. So with that, Longlist is something that I will highly recommend for anybody who is looking into creating cash flow and building a real estate dream. So if you have any question, you have any comments, make sure you comment, make sure you like, share this video with people you love and people you would like to learn about real estate investment. Also, you can book a call with me. You can book a call. You want to ask me a personal question. This is a one-time thing. There's a link under this video. We'll probably take the link away with time. There's a link under this video where you can book a call with me. You want to talk on any of the things I've discussed. You have a real estate question that you want to discuss with me, you can book a call under this link. I remain Bright KK. Thank you very much for your time.